Hello, Cancer. These are your messages for April 24th through May 1st, 2019. Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. We have the Ten of Wands. Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. The Hierophant could be dealing with a Taurus. Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Oh my goodness. Bounce back. Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Cancer. We have the Moon, could be dealing with the Pisces, or this could be your energy. Queen of Swords. I feel like there's, this Hierophant is like a lesson that's kind of, it's been like a repeating cycle for you, and you just haven't quite learned the lesson yet. Like, it's a really difficult lesson for you to learn. You got Two of Swords. And you're trying to balance your emotions through it and think logically about it, but for some reason it keeps coming back and you keep choosing the same. I'm not quite sure what the holdup is with that. You have Seven of Wands, but I guess we'll find out. Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Temperance could be doing the Sagittarius. And the Eight of Pentacles. Bottom of the deck is the Empress, could be dealing with a Taurus or a Libra. Let me look at this real quick and I'll flip it around for you. Okay, so definitely sticking with that original storyline. You know, a lesson, it's like a repeating cycle for you, and every time you feel like you've learned a lesson and you get tested on it again, you keep choosing, you keep going back to the way things were at the beginning of the cycle, if that makes sense. And you're really having a hard time with this lesson. You know, once it's all said and done, you know exactly what the right thing to do would be. But once that, you know, test comes back around again, you keep going back to it. If this is a person, I feel like this is a really strong soul tie that you're having a hard time breaking. And, you know, when this person isn't around, it's really easy for you to let go and to move on. But once this person comes back around again, it's like you go right back down the rabbit hole. So tell me about the Ten of Wands for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Why is the Ten of Wands here, please? So we have Ten of Swords. So it's almost like you're doing this to yourself. You know exactly what the right thing to do would be to keep yourself from getting, you know, this betrayal, to keep yourself from repeating this cycle again and again and again. But for whatever reason, when it comes down to it, you keep going back to this person. It could be strong feelings or it could be codependency. With this Temperance card, she is, you know, pouring wine or champagne into her cup, so it could be codependency. It could be an addiction. It very well could be an addiction. So I see a cup and potions. I see, you know, beakers, so like could be like chemical dependency. I see, you know, drinking in this picture. You know, I feel like this is either a codependency in a relationship or a codependency on drugs or alcohol. Tell me about the Hierophant. We have the World. So exactly, like, you close out this cycle and you learn your lesson, and then when you get tested on it, when it comes back around, you keep falling back down that rabbit hole. Tell me about the Queen of Swords. Well, I think it was actually like this. Tell me about the Moon, actually. Clarify the moon. And if this is some kind of drug or alcohol dependency, I feel like you might be hiding it from others, possibly out of embarrassment or, shame. But hiding it is only going to make it worse. There could be people in your environment who can help you through this. So definitely open up about it if that's the case. So you have the Ten of Cups, Ace of Cups, and the Moon again. So if this is if this has to do with a relationship, you're trying to hide your feelings for this person, and maybe once this person is not in your life anymore, it's so easy for you to move on, but once this person comes back around, just because you suppressed and pushed those feelings down deep instead of working through them, every time they come back around, it's like the first time you saw them again. So that lesson that you learned just goes right out the window. Tell me about the Queen of Swords. Why is the Queen of Swords here for Cancer? You have the High Priestess, could be dealing with a Pisces, or this could be your energy. So you know what the right thing to do is, especially with the Ace of Swords at the bottom of the deck. You know you need to cut this person or this habit out of your life. But again, like I keep saying, every time it comes back around, every time you get tested on it, it's like this person is either this person's your drug or it's an actual drug or alcohol. It's every time it gets presented to you again, you keep falling down that rabbit hole. Tell me about the Two of Swords. So I definitely see in this reading that there's a need for you to really reflect on your emotions for this person and learn to not suppress them, feel them, but also know your worth. This person is obviously not staying in your life. He or she is, in and out. And every time this person leaves, it's like you got to start all over again with this heartbreak. And you go through this telling yourself you're never going to let it happen again. And then when they come back around, it's like, bam, all over again. So close this cycle out, Cancer. You got to know your worth. And it's hard when you really care about somebody to say to yourself, it doesn't matter how much you love this person, they do not have your best interest in mind. And it's hard to have to let go of somebody like that. So for the Two of Swords, we have Temperance, Two of Pentacles, and the Seven of Wands. So I feel like you're really telling people that you're over this person. You have the Devil at the bottom of the deck, be dealing with the Capricorn. Telling people that you're over this person, that you've got balance back in your life, that you're never gonna let them back in. But when he or she comes back in, you conceal it from everybody. You don't tell everybody that they're back, but you just keep going through this cycle with this person. Tell me about Temperance. Why is Temperance here for Cancer? So you have Six of Swords and Four of Swords. It's time to get yourself out of this situation and heal. Take a break. If this person hits you up, don't text them back. Block them if you have to. If that's the easiest way for you to not fall back down the rabbit hole, block them. And then when you've healed over this, you can unblock them and maybe be their friend again in the future. Or maybe this will come back around when this person realizes what they've done to you and what you meant to them. But that's only if they've done the healing and they've done the work themselves. It's time for you to, for your sanity, let this person go and heal. Tell me about the Eight of Pentacles. It's kind of like that Dua Lipa song. The, what is it called? I know you guys know what I'm talking about. It's her most popular song. New Rules. I feel like that's exactly what's going on right now, or what needs to go on with you. When he hits you up, don't hit him up back. Don't let him come over. If you're fucking him, you're never going to get over him. Don't let this person come back into your life. If you're dealing with a woman, same thing. But it's just easier to go off of one gender. But if you're a male watching this and you're dealing with a woman that's like this, don't let them back in your house. Don't be their friend. It's not going to work out that way. Block them if you have to, and keep doing you until you've healed over this. And then maybe somewhere down the road you guys can talk again, and you won't go down the rabbit hole. Or maybe if this person has done the work and has really changed, then maybe in the future you guys can be together. But right now, it's not the time. This person keeps hurting you, and you have to keep learning this lesson and going through this cycle. And it's like you're doing this to yourself. Like, fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. Tell me about the Eight of Pentacles. Two of Swords. So it's time for you to practice discernment. I feel like that's what's coming with this. Page of Swords. Stop checking up on them. Stop checking up on their social media and all that. Just completely block them. For your happiness, for your clarity, block them out. Use discernment. Your intuition will tell you if this person has changed or not. And it's told you every single time, and still you went down that rabbit hole. Still you let this person back in, when you knew damn well that they had not changed. So Cancer, and I'm not preaching. I go through this shit all the time. I always give people way too many chances. I'm not going to say that, I'm better than anybody else. I go through this all the time. There's one person in particular that I always give another chance to, and I always get my heart broken. So I can most definitely say I'm in this cycle as well. So I do need to, heed my own advice here. So Cancer, let's see what kind of shadow work you need to be working on for the next week. Final advice for Cancer. Oh, I don't know how to say that word. Microcosm, seascape. So let me read it out of the book. It's number 15, which reduces to a 6, which means something needs to end. A cycle needs to end. So the divination message is out of harm's way. Someday soon you will bear witness to a traumatic event, but do not fear, you are safe. Although upsetting, the upcoming turmoil is removed enough from your person that you will not suffer directly. When the storm arrives, you may feel powerless, but accept that there is nothing you can do. Some things are out of your control, and you simply have to stand by and watch them transpire. Ooh, I don't like that. For the antithesis, or the reverse, it would be danger looms. A trying time lies ahead, and you must keep your wits about you and to ensure your own protection. Do not allow yourself to be lulled into inaction by a false sense of security. Stay on your guard and be prepared to weather the storm. So what this is saying is this person may be gearing up to come back around, and they're saying, like, this is a warning, like, do not let this person back in, because it's going to be the same old bullshit that you've been through. And you've learned your lesson. You know what this person can do to you. So don't let them back in. New rules. Listen to that song. So Cancer, those are your messages for April 24th through May 1st. I will see you next week.